Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your registered ophthalmic nurse, Diane. Today we'll be talking on things that we do that could lead to or predispose us to eye damage. Is a continuation. So let's get right into it. Number one is eating unhealthy. All right, especially foods that do not contain vitamin A. Vitamin A is very essential for our eye health. That is why we have to constantly consume foods that are rich in vitamin A. Example of this food are dairy products like milk, cheese, and all that. We have spinach, we have green vegetables, we have eggs, carrots, palm oil, okay, that can be locally found everywhere. And you have to prevent palm oil from staying under the sun because the UV light actually destroys the main thing that we actually need from this vitamin A. All right. So these foods that are rich in vitamin A are very good for the eyes because they play a very key part in the reproduction of one of the photoreceptors that is found in the eye. Okay, so take your vitamin A rich food today. Another thing that we do that predisposes us to eye problem is our jobs. For example, the welders. You might have come across a lot of people doing welding job without using a protective dark goggle. I simply do not understand why they do not want to use it. Sometimes they just use it, you know, partially. At a point they will still remove it. It's very bad. One, those goggle will protect your eyes from foreign bodies flying around during the time of welding. Those tiny fine particles can actually fly into the eyes and destroy your eyes. Another thing is the light, the sparks that come out from those welding jobs can cause what is called arc eye. This thing is similar to you having a sunburn in your eye. It's very painful. It's a painful sandy sensation kind of feeling, and it destroys your cornea. Okay, these things can even destroy other inner organs found within the posterior part of the eye. So wear dark goggles when you are doing your welding jobs or you are using chemicals. Okay, because when chemicals, for example alkaline, they are more dangerous than acid when they come in contact with your eyes. Acid can just destroy the surface, the superficial. Alkaline will go beyond. It will go beyond to destroy the fats, destroy the protein barriers in your eyes, and destroy the inner organs. So you have to wear protective goggles when you are in this job. Another thing that we do that predisposes us to eye problem is constant screen time, especially in our children. Okay, it also affects adults, but it's very dangerous in children. When you expose them to screen time for long, they are always on their phones. Number one, what you are doing is that you are actually, predisposing them to conditions like myopia. When there's a constant focus, a near focus of screen in the eye, it actually predisposes them or place them at risk of refractive errors like myopias. Another thing, it can lead to eye strain, eye fatigue, because as they are constantly opening their eyes, it reduces their blinking rate. If you observe them, because their eyes are always open to the screen, the rate at which they are supposed to blink their eyes will reduce. And this can even lead to dry eyes because blinking reflex helps to what circulate the tear film around the eye. But when these eyes are constantly open, it gives room for wind or air to constantly dry up those corneas. Okay. Another thing that we do is we do not use our screens or phones in a lighted environment. Okay, if most youths or adolescents, they like to use their phones in a dark room, It's very bad. You are actually putting your eyes to more work because your iris will constantly be dilating, constricting because it's trying to adjust to two environments. When your eyes are fixed on the bright screen, your pupil will now what? Try to constrict because it's trying to reduce the excess light entering the eye. When you now take your eyes off that screen into the dark environment of the room, your pupil will dilate, start to allow more light to come in. So you are overworking these eyes, which is not good. Okay, your eye muscles are also overworked. It can lead to eye strain, eye fatigue, dry eyes, eye irritations. So if you want to use your phone, use it in a lighted room as this can actually help to relax your eyes. Just put it into test as an experiment. Turn off your light, use your screen, then turn on your light and use your screen and note the difference. There is always a difference. Your eyes are more relaxed when the environment is almost the same because the light is on in the room, your screen light is also on. Another thing that we should learn to do is we should learn to use the 20-20-20 rule when using our screens. What does that mean? It means that for every 20 minutes, look away at 20 feet, okay, and you look for 20 seconds. Let me take it again. For every 20 minutes you are on your screen, look away at 20 feet, a distance of 20 feet for 20 seconds. That is the 20-20 rule, as this will help to what? Relax the eyes so that the organs are supposed to carry out their normal duties can actually quickly do that while your eyes are off the screen. Your blinking reflex will come back within those 20 seconds. Your eyes are less prone to dry eyes within those seconds because you've taken your eyes off screen. So if your eyes, due to your nature of the job, your eyes are always on the screen, take it off. Do it that 20-20 rule and you will see the significant improvement. Another thing that we do that predisposes our eyes to, you know, eye problem is that when we are washing our eyes, especially children, you see people using soap all over the eyes. I do not recommend that. What I prefer is that there is a cap for children. It's like a hat, but it's open at the back, but it has, you know, a covering at the front. It shades that direct soapy water from the hair coming down on the face. Even if you want to use soap on the face, sometimes you don't just rub it all over the face. No, you can apply it in some part of the skin and then wash it off lightly, avoiding the eyes. Your soap are made of alkaline based solutions. When you constantly put those things inside your eye, let me tell you that you cannot guarantee that you've totally washed off those alkaline solutions from the eyes 100%. It's not possible. That's why you always have eye pain when you use those things, your soap on your face. So, especially in children, please let us reduce the rate at which we use soap to wash their face, their eyes. It's not nice. Just use your normal water and do not just wash directly. There's a way you take a little water, you just mildly across the face. The face will still be clean. So please let's reduce the rate of applying alkaline based solutions in our eyes. Another thing that we do that predisposes us to eye problems is we do not use our glasses correctly. Some people were told in their clinic that the wearing of glasses will correct their refractive error. I think they got that message wrong or they interpreted it in the wrong way. Your refractive error or your eye problem can be corrected when you are using your glasses. It will be another topic for another day so I can explain better what this means. It doesn't mean that when you wear your glasses for a month, it will automatically make your myopia, hyperopia, astigmatism to just disappear like a miracle. You're getting it wrong. Is when you use your glasses that whatever defect that your naked eye cannot see, your glasses will be able to correct that vision when you are on your glasses. So you should not use your glasses for some time, discard and say, oh, it's after all the glasses is not working. You got the message all wrong. But don't miss an exclusive lecture on that topic, refractive errors and the use of glasses. It will be coming up subsequently. Okay? So another thing that we do that predisposes us to eye problem is when we don't take our children for eye checkup. The ideal is supposed to be at every admissions to school, every child is supposed to be put to an eye test, but we do not do it. Except a standard school will just ask you for eye test, immunization cards and all that. But it's not supposed to be so. Because some children with refractive error do not even know until they are in schools. They see themselves find it difficult to see either at a distance or a closer distance. This should not be so. We don't have to wait till that. Okay? It should be a routine that will take these children out for eye test. Another thing is constant rubbing of your eyes. Please keep your hands to yourself. Avoid constant rubbing of your eyes. So these are the things that we do that predisposes us to eye problem. We should stop them, improve on other beneficial methods of eye care. Okay? So our next topic in our next video will be on cataract. The almighty cataract. You don't want to miss this because I'll be explaining it in detail so that when somebody talks about cataract, you answer them as a professional. Thank you for listening. See you on our next video. Bye for now.